we'll go ahead and just call it to order and have Cheryl do our financials, and then we can hear staff reports if we don't have a full quorum and see if we've got other folks join.
Okay.
Okay, y'all should have gotten the financial statements from Sherry. There's 2 of them since we did not meet last month. The one for September is the end of last fiscal year, and the one for October is the first month of the new fiscal year. So they look slightly different since we changed some budget categories, but I don't have anything specific unless people have questions. I mean, what we've said all the way along in the this entire fiscal year is the events, servicing and events categories are kind of off whack because we did not know how to budget for that for last fiscal year. Hopefully we'll do better this year, but maybe not. Who knows? We'll see. But I'm open to specific questions. I mean, the good news is we ended up with, in the positive a whole $562. Yay. Anybody have anything specific?
We'll take those small victories, right, Cheryl?
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Anybody have anything? There's Damon. Okay, so now that we have a quorum, I think we can, you could, Sherry sent out the meeting minutes from our previous meeting, which was in September. We skipped our October meeting. If you take a look at those, and then I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Thank you. We have a motion, a second.
Second.
Thank you. Those in favor indicate by saying aye or yes, or raise your hand. Okay, good deal.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, the minutes have been approved. Cheryl just gave us a brief financial report, which showed that we were about 582. Is that right, Cheryl? In the black?
562
562?
for the entire last fiscal year. Yes.
Great. So we're going to move on to staff reports. So Sherry, would you like to start off?
Sure. You'll notice that Joanna is not on this call. She was supposed to be because she had a very big announcement that I will make on her behalf. Joanna has decided to resign her position here at Visit Nacogdoches without prejudice. She had another opportunity that she felt like in her life, this was going to be an opportunity that she wanted to pursue. So we wish her well in her future endeavors. She just earlier this week turned in her official letter of resignation. She plans on working through December 2nd. She will be volunteering to see us through the Christmas parade and festivities. So that is a not so happy announcement, but we're happy for her and the opportunity. I talked to Shay a little bit about it, and Ashley and I have been in discussions. I'm going to take the opportunity to rewrite and sort of just revisit that job description. Similarly, when Stephanie left and we reformed that position into the position Ashley currently has, which is Director of Creative Content. My plan is to make Joanna's position a lower salary entry-level position. It'll be something along the lines of sales and servicing and events. I am going to be taking over the special event permitting. And we really want young tourism professionals to occupy that position. And if we keep them for 3 years, that's great. But what we have realized through working with SFA School of Hospitality and hosting summer interns, is that we do our best with sort of that infusion of fresh eyes. It makes us better professionals because we're, trying to teach this to newcomers, and it reminds us to keep our why very close to us. And so it's going to be a high technology position. We need that to maximize our small staff. They're going to have to be able to utilize technology in all forms to, take the burden of work that can be achieved through technology that we're doing by hand, just to free up more time or space. So I hope to be posting that job when we get back from Thanksgiving, and we'll hire just as soon as we can. So are there any questions or comments on sort of that bomb?
Let's just make sure and do something special for her to honor her time with us. Very grateful for some of the initiatives and ideas that she gave us. And I think without her, we wouldn't be as strong and know as much as we know now about what we're doing here at the CVB. So I'm just grateful for her service and want to, ask y'all to find a way to honor her and just let her know how much we appreciated her and wish her the best in her future endeavors.
For sure. And I think it's, if I chose not to make any changes to that job description, there's no way I could find anybody with the drive and determination and hustle that Joanna has brought to visit Nacogdoches. And the job that she is leaving is not the job that we'll be posting. So, we really are going to try and redirect and recreate, because her sales position, which is her primary focus, it's really changed since the pandemic. So now is an organic break in the cycle of things to adjust to fully and better represent where we are in this time and space. So she will be missed. But yes, Damon, we'll figure out something. For the remainder of my report, we're sort of still transitioning. We have our end of the year financials. I'm getting the end of the year STAR report information, and I'll be compiling a end of the year report that I will not be delivering a presentation to City Council. They'll be receiving that via email. So and I will entertain any questions that they have that they would like to address one-on-one with me. But I will certainly, the board will see that report before it goes out to City Council. And for this year, we have decided to get out of the concert business. We've given it our best, our very, very best, and still have not been able to even break even in those costs. So any future, we still want to support our designation as a Texas music friendly community. We'll still be doing smaller concerts. They will not be outdoors. They'll be at indoor facilities and in partnership with the university, with the Expo Center, other of our community partners, that so that this can be mutually beneficial and sort of share the wealth of that. And then otherwise, we're really going to be focusing on the culture and history of Nacogdoches, the founding of the 9 flags, the significance of those 9 flags, into the evolution of Nacogdoches, the cultures that those flags represent, and also wellness tourism, which is a newer niche. It's here in Nacogdoches, we happen to already have a yoga studio, a Pilates studio, Well Body Solutions down on North Street. Trails, our nature just supports that wellness life, and Parks and Rec has worked really hard to build up not only disc golf, where we are very well known in that community, just the disc golfing community from around Texas, for our courses, and we are celebrating the opening of Iron Leaf course, which will be our latest edition, but also pickleball. And I met with the pickleball guy, and we're gonna work in conjunction. We'll be selling very basic pickleball sets. And this might be an answer. We're always struggling if people come in or prolong their weekend stay into that Monday, Tuesday. We don't have a lot of things that are open. So if we can direct them to our parks and to the pickleball amenities and the barn quilt trail, it really helps us to offer alternatives for those more dead days of business and allows us to show off some really great assets that we have. So I've reached out to Jason Renna and going to contract with him once I can get his price down to help us build out collateral. We can have some drone footage and course level footage of disc golf. We're always looking to add to our image library so that Hancock can have usage for that, as well as just standalone information that we can feature on our app and on the website and things like that. So that's really what we're going to focus on for this upcoming year: wellness and culture, and looking at doing that from all points. We're going to rebrand. Snack Friday has always been a partnership between Main Street and the CVB. We're going to leave that to Main Street so they can take the brand and utilize the momentum it has. We're going to feature different eating options around town and also bring in some more culturally based food trucks from outside the area. I think the working title for that is Welcome to the Flavorhood, and we'll be able to highlight some of those smaller destinations on South Street where the food is great, but they kind of fall off the beaten path, that we can really work towards building that foodie destination for Nacogdoches. Very excited about that. And I will be the featured speaker on this coming Tuesday's Chamber Stakeholder Call. So for 22 minutes of me, you can tune in. And I think that's really all. Our programming is kind of off for now. We're just in the promotions business, which is a nice place to be. Main Street has worked very, very hard. Their Brick Street Burger Battle was hugely successful, and we were happy to assist in that in any way possible. So that was a huge success. And now United Way and Main Street has their Christmas activities. So again, we will be proud supporters of that. A long time ago, before vaccines and boosters, Main Street had applied to or put in their bid to host the Texas Downtown Association's annual conference, and that got postponed because of COVID. And last Tuesday, I learned from a newsletter that we had been awarded. So we'll be the host of Nacogdoches will be the host of the 2023 conference for Texas Downtown Association. I believe it's October 24th is when that occurs. So that'll be fun to help out with. Main Street was the applicant for that bid. So they're hiring for a head position right now. So once that person is in place, we'll be able to offer whatever support they need to pull that off. But certainly a very proud get. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. I'm really looking forward to TDA. I've been to several of those, and that's going to be just a great opportunity for our merchants and for everybody. So, all right. Let's move on to Ashley.
All right. Well, so yeah, after Sherry and Joanna's announcement, it is kind of weird going into 2023, not knowing exactly what it's going to look like. I think I've never had a normal year since I've been here because I started in December of 2019, right before the pandemic started. So it's interesting to see, and I'm extremely sad about losing Joanna. She is my girl, and all of the kind comments that y'all can say will never be enough to really, honor the work that she's done for the CVB and for other city departments. So this is going to be a huge loss for us, but I'm confident that we're going to find our footing and kind of reshape what we do here. I know that the past year or two when we've been bringing events back, our goal all along was to bring business back to Nacogdoches, and now our venues are doing that on their own, just every weekend with no problem. I mean, y'all have seen our What's Happening posts. They are full, and we don't want to compete with that. We want to support that, and we don't need to have an event on Friday night when there's 20 other events happening. Our job is to support them. So I'm excited to be kind of getting back to our roots with marketing. That's what I was hired for. That's what I feel I'm good at. And so I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited to maybe work with someone new who has some fresh ideas. Our intern, Natalie, she helped me out the other day. She taught me something that I had no idea that Canva could do. And so I just couldn't believe it because I'm used to being the young one that's teaching other people things. But Natalie, who's maybe 21 years old, taught me something and made my life 1,000 times easier. So shout out to our SFA intern who is teaching this old broad new tricks, apparently. So for my report, we're still working kinks out on our website. I had a huge goal to accomplish learning the entire website before I went on maternity leave. And then Millie decided to come 2 weeks early. So that goal was missed, unfortunately. And so I'm still learning things. I'm still forgetting things. So I'm just asking for everyone's help. If you're a business owner or if you know a business owner, please go look at your listing on our website and verify that the information is correct and reflects your business in the way that you want it to. You actually have the ability to edit it yourself, but if you are more comfortable with me doing it, just let me know. And also make sure you upload your events to our website. A lot of people really underestimate the value of our website. Just in October, we had 9,000 users. And so if your event or business is not on our website, you're missing out on free advertising and free views. And so I know we have a couple business owners on this call, but I know you all are friends with business owners. So please put that information out into the universe and let them all know, because that's a big deal. So that's my shameless plug for the day. And yeah, just make sure that when people are posting events on Facebook that they are so you used to be able to add the events to your page, but Facebook has taken that ability out. So now the best way to reach the most viewers is by adding us as a co-host. We have 16,000 followers on Facebook. So if your business or event has, only 1,000 followers, if you add us as a co-host, you're going to reach all of our followers as well. So just wanted to put that out there. I know it seems kind of strange because we're not actually hosting the event, but it's basically free advertising and just reaching our followers. And each month our Facebook reach has just increased more and more. We're gaining a lot of traction, and I'm still always trying to get that same traction on Instagram as well. That's something that I plan to focus on this year. But yeah, just put that information out to people that this is a free service and we want to help because it benefits both of us. We've increased the amount of What's Happening posters that we have in the community. We used to just have them at our four most popular hotels, but we've also expanded now to RV Outfitters, For Travel, Motorhomes of Texas. I'm missing one or two, but we have 10 now, and I think we're going to continue to expand that. Those are the 22-inch by 28 posters that we have, and we've gotten a lot of compliments on them, and I think we'd like to just get them in every place that has high traffic. We've got one at Fredonia Brewery now. So anywhere like that. So I just wanted to let y'all know. And we currently have a monthly newsletter that has about 3,000 subscribers. I'm planning on creating a weekly newsletter where I will send our what's happening out to local business owners and Airbnb owners and things like that, because the more I find is that people really like those posts and they find them useful. They just don't know where to find it. And so I'm like, okay, maybe if I get it directly into their inbox, it'll solve that problem. So just wanted to let y'all know what I'm working on. Do you have any questions for me? All right. That concludes my report.
Thank you. I'm really excited about all the things you've got going on, Ashley. And I think having those calendars at those new places, that sounds really like a neat opportunity. So I use the calendar all the time.
Oh, good.
What a great calendar.
Thank you.
All right, Mike, give us a visitor center update.
Good afternoon, everybody. We continue to be the center of things that are going on downtown. And of course, the downtown merchants and Main Street are doing all kind of things. We have Wassel Fest and scavenger hunts, window decorating contests, and of course, the Nine Flags Parade is always a big thing. We welcomed 1,100 visitors in October through our doors. And Ashley, I was going to say, if you need any information or any technical stuff done, you can ask me about it. I can take care of
Oh, okay.
Not really. But anyway, that's really, unless you have some questions, we continue to get compliments every day about our visitor center. And there was a group that came in this morning, and they were from San Antonio, and they were a Corvette group. And they're supposed to be 30 Corvettes parked at the hotel. I would love to go see them. And we didn't know they were coming, so that we didn't do anything to promote that. But they are spending money. They were shopping. They had bags and all kind of good stuff. And that's really all I have.
All right. Well, there's lots going on, and you're the epicenter, Mike. So that's
He
good.
always says Nacogdoches is the center of the world.
It is.
That's right. Center of the universe.
All right. Well, I think that concludes our staff reports. And so this meeting was a little short and sweet. It's not that there's not a lot going on, but we have capable, competent staff that are handling it. And Sherry, if you need us as board members, please let us know what we can do to help. I know I have not signed up for my fourth quarter. I don't know if there's still some slots open for the visitor center, Mike, but
Oh, yes.
okay. I'm going to do that after I get off this call.
There
So-
are spots left. Yes. Yes.
Great.
And we also, especially when after Joanna leaves, we'll be down a few. Mike is in Tuesday Rotary, which is noon to 1, and I'm in Wednesday Rotary. And our intern she typically just works Mondays and Fridays. So if any of y'all have 12 to 1 on Tuesday or Wednesday open, we need help during the week just to cover phones, and so we don't have people taking lunch at 2. So that's always an option that we can open up for people that want to volunteer, but not necessarily on a weekend.
That is really helpful for folks that have kids that run them ragged on the weekends. So like me. So all
Shay,
right.
did you want to talk about December's meeting? Does the group want to have one, or have a short one, or cancel, or what?
Yes, let's look at that. That would be the third Wednesday, which puts us kind of square in that week before Christmas. So do we need a meeting? Do y'all want to have a meeting? What's your pleasure, board?
We could do written reports to everybody, and whatever board decides, we'll move at the discretion of the board.
Is there a need for a meeting?
At this point, no. I mean, technically, we could have skipped this one as well, but we missed the October meeting, and we do need to meet. So
can we say that we won't have a meeting unless an action item comes open, and when we get a little bit closer to time, we can make that determination?
Sure.
That's what I was going to suggest. Let's see if we have any actionable items, and if we don't, then let's wait and meet in the new year. I feel like we're kind of in a transition period, and we have to wait for some things to play out before we can really have any actionable items. So if nothing comes up between now and then, I would be fine waiting until January as well.
Okay.
Sounds
Sure.
good to me.
Shay, could I ask a question?
Of course.
Maybe we've talked about this since then, but I don't remember us revisiting the question of where we are on the Airbnb and the tax issue. Sherry, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The letter from me has been drafted. Still need the city departments, finance to sign off on it and the city attorney to sign off on it. Honestly, with this budget cycle for the city, finance has really been stretched to their limits, and just out of reverence to what they're doing, I have not pushed that. And right now the auditors are in town this week. So I've tried to just extend a lot of grace, because I mean, that's another small staff that's doing the work of Titans. So we're still not where I would like to be, but I think coming up in this sort of wonky Neverland time of holidays, we'll be able to get it, and with a goal of January to get that first set of letters out and flowing. And we also, as a board, need to discuss if we are able to back tax, or we can use that power to leverage to, award people some leniency if they get signed up by a certain time. So, but we are well within our right to, we have their established date of when they started doing business, and we technically can collect legally back to that day. But we as a board need to decide if that's a move that we want to make or how we want to utilize that.
Is that our decision to make, or is that the city council?
According to Mario, he says that's a decision for this board.
Thank you.
Thanks for that update, Sherry.
Sure.
That's a decision that we're going to need to talk about, I think, and probably shouldn't take lightly. So we need to kind of determine how we want to move on that. And we can start that in January. If we have no other action items, we can definitely put this back on the agenda for January to revisit. So. Okay, well, with that in mind, now in the spring semester, just a reminder, we're moving to Tuesdays at 2 p.m. So our next meeting, to pull my calendar, would be the third Tuesday, which is the 17th at 2 p.m. So mark your calendars for that date change, unless something else comes up. So. All right, with that, we'll adjourn the meeting, and you guys have a great rest of your afternoon. Stay warm, and we'll be around if you need anything. Thank you.
Thank you.